Look around your company right now. How many of your best people are quietly checking out while you're busy chasing the next big deal? How many of them are wrestling with frustration because somewhere along the way, they stopped seeing a future for themselves inside your org? You know this feeling. Losing people who mattered, not because they hated the work, but because they felt trapped, invisible, stuck in some messy haze where career growth was a mystery and loyalty was a gamble. That's brutal, and it happens every day where career paths aren't clear, where promises get broken, or just never made loud and clear. It's a silent killer of culture, a slow death of commitment. They want to believe in something solid, something that isn't smoke and mirrors, but you don't give it to them. And then, just like that, they're gone, or worse, they're there but checked out. Here's the raw truth. Transparency in career paths doesn't just help, it flips the entire script. People don't want vague promises or shiny but empty plans. They need to see, crystal clear, what the next steps are, what skills they have to build, who they have to lean on, and exactly what that journey looks like. And not in some corporate babble slide deck, but in real, honest conversations with real, invested leaders who actually care to map this out with them. When employees see that, a switch flips. Loyalty spikes because suddenly, work isn't a grind or a dead end. It's a path forward they can believe in. Most companies mess this up because they treat career development like a checkbox. Here's the secret. This has to be alive, breathing, constantly evolving, and personal. A career path isn't a bullet point in a handbook. It's a conversation you have every quarter, every project, every time someone hits a milestone or stumbles hard. And don't just offer generic levels and titles. Give them a real map, like a GPS for their growth. What skills do they need? Where can they actually apply those skills? Who's there to mentor and sponsor them for the real next step? Point blank, the clearer this is, the faster trust builds, and that trust is the foundation of loyalty. Here's something few say out loud. Employees can smell BS. If you give them a career path that's just a facade, if the next step is just a meaningless title change or an empty nod, loyalty dies faster than you can blink. Being brutally honest about what it takes, what's rewarded, and what's real, that's what stuns people into sticking around. Because when you show respect for their time, their energy, their ambitions through transparent paths, you honor them as individuals, not just as another cog in your company machine. This isn't about nice-to-haves or feel-good programs. It's about survival. If you want to keep your top talent glued to your mission, if you want them working like they own the place, you have to give them clarity. If they don't see it, they'll leave looking for it somewhere else. Don't make them guess or hope. Lay it all out. Make loyalty an obvious choice, not a favor you hope they grant. Start with the harsh but necessary step of breaking down every role into clear, achievable milestones. Don't hide behind vague descriptions. Spell it out. Next, get managers on the same page. They need to be coaches, not just taskmasters. Hold them accountable for carrying these conversations regularly. Then, create a culture where questions and honest feedback about career steps aren't punished, but welcomed. Transparency thrives in environments where doubts and hopes can be voiced openly. And finally, hold your leadership to this standard. If your founders and top leaders don't live and breathe transparent career paths, no fancy HR initiative will fix your loyalty problem. Leaders must lead by example, sharing openly where they see growth, where they struggle, and what success really looks like in your organization. You want instant loyalty spikes? Stop hiding career growth behind mystery walls. Give people clear paths, real talk, and consistent support. Do this and watch the people who stay, not because they have to, but because they want to, turn into your biggest advantage. Because loyalty built on clarity is loyalty that lasts and that changes everything. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and open the featured link to learn more.